Hello, in this episode I'm going to be showing you 15 different tools to 3D model a cube that's 20 millimeters on all sides. So that means 20 millimeters on its depth, 20 millimeters on its height, and 20 millimeters on its width. But before I get started, I just want to explain a few things. So even though I'm using Solidworks to 3D model these cubes, I'm going to keep the tutorial pretty basic and simple. So even though you're using a different 3D modeling program, hopefully the tools that I'll be showing you guys, they're similar or even the same to that of the program that you're using. And second, the reason why I'm doing this video is because with my experience in 3D modeling, you know, many times when you're doing a design, you'll come into some roadblocks, and many times the tools that you're familiar with or comfortable with using just simply can't get the job done. So it's good to have a wide selection of tools in your toolbox so that you can attack and approach the problem in many different ways so you can achieve the design that you want. Alright, so so let's get started with the first one. Okay, so the first tool is the Extrude, and basically I sketched out a square that's 20 millimeters by 20 millimeters, and all I have to do is just extrude the sketch so it's 20 millimeters in height. And there you have a perfect cube. The second one is the Loft tool. So with this one, I sketched out two lines. Both of them are 20 millimeters in length, and both lines are 20 millimeters distant from each other. So the first step, I'm going to extrude these two lines so they're both 20 millimeters height. And then I'm just going to use the Loft feature, selecting on those two edges. And continue to do this on all these sides of the cube. And we have one more. And the last step is I'm just going to go knit all these sides and check the create the solid. And there you go. You have a perfect cube. The third one is the scale tool. So I've already created a cube that's 10 millimeters on all sides. So to do the scale, all I would have to do is select this object and scale it up by 200%. So now you have a perfect cube that's 20 millimeters on all sides. So the fourth tool is the mirror tool, and what you see here is basically a half of a cube, which is 10 millimeters wide and 20 millimeters depth and 20 millimeters in height. So all I have to do is just mirror it. So select this plane and this object to mirror, and there, now you have a perfect cube. So the fifth one is the move tool. Basically I'm going to use the same half cube from the previous exercise, and since this is 10 millimeters in width, all I'll have to do is just move this surface another 10 millimeters, so you'll have a perfect cube. Number 6 is replace face tool. So we have half of a cube with a section of it cut out, And then I've also extruded a plane surface over here, which is 20 millimeters distance from this side of this half cube. So with replaced face, you basically select a surface of that object that you want to kind of manipulate by referencing another surface. So here we have this straight plane. So there you go. This is probably one of the most commonly used tools that I use when I'm 3D modeling my low poly designs. Number 7 is the combine tool. So I basically created 8 cubes that are 10 millimeters on each side. So with combine, or in some other programs it's called join or add, but here I'm just going to combine all 8 of them. And now you have a perfect cube that's 20 millimeters on all sides.